YouTube just gone live.
Okay.
I'm sure to get there when it gets there.
So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are back and live on YouTube, Twitch and Facebook, and we're going to be continuing our Affinity Designer vector drawing. Hello to Sarah and Carol who are watching.
Okay.
And your mum's watching.
Cool.
I'll hand you over to Natalie, who's just finishing off munching a little bit. Naughty.
Right. So hopefully during the break you've managed to do a few flowers and a few leaves and a butterfly or a bee or something like that.
Okay, quick question before you go too far. Can't find a symbol box. Can you remind them where it is, please?
Okay. I need bigger hands. So, let me just go zoom in. Come on, up top. Could be here sometime. There we go.
Tracy's here as well. She's popped in on
And if we go down to studio, this is the problem with zooming in. Come on. We'll get there eventually. And keep going down, down, down. Underneath swatches you've got symbols. If it's ticked it means it's somewhere on your screen and it's just hiding and you can't see it for looking. If it's not ticked, just click on it and it will appear. Okay? Now I'll just zoom back out. Okay, so just here.
Carol's, the polite way of Carol says you speed off with that one. Needs more practice. But practice is the key with this program. The more you use it, the easier these things get. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a case of just keep using it, keep playing with it.
Don't lose your rag with it.
Yeah, be patient with it. If you find that you can't do something, walk away and then come back and try again.
Yeah, because
sitting at it, getting frustrated at it, there's no point.
Yeah, because 9 times out of 10, when you come back to it, you'll do it first time and go, why was I getting so het up and annoyed at it?
There it says thank you.
So as you're struggling to find that, I'll just wait for you to put all your things into symbols.
Found it.
So I'm gonna, all I've done is I've pulled in another copy of the symbol, I've detached it, and I've chopped off some nodes to form a half. And then I got a bit clever. So what I'll do is I'll show it you from the start, and then we'll show you how to put a bit of a neat cap on it. Okay? So I'm going to drag in. Whoa.
I think my rag has got in the car and drove away. Oh dear.
Okay, so just drag in another symbol. Don't misbehave now, I'm not in the mood. Starting to play silly sausages.
See what it's doing. And lift up.
Yeah. Right.
Just ask you to do.
Well, I did was dragging another symbol. It's because it's afternoon stream, isn't it? And it's going, I don't want to do this today. I thought it was the weekend. Right, so I've dragged in my symbol. Go to detach. Okay, so you make sure that it says group. Gonna drop down my list. And because I'm going for a sideways flower, I don't need the centre stamen, so we can take those out. Okay.
Terry's watching this afternoon.
Hopefully so far so good. Hello Terry. So.
And Karis.
Hello Karis. I'm going to do the base flower first. And if you remember when we created that we didn't convert it to curve, so that's our next step. Just so that we can get to these nodes. And I want to delete everything underneath these 2 points. So leave those 2 intact, it's important. Okay, and delete. Okay, then we're going to go to our top layer of petals and we're going to do the same. So go to layer, convert to curves, switch over to your node tool, select the ones beneath this point and delete. So far so good. You should have something that resembles vaguely a water lily. Okay, so next what we're going to do is I'm going to take those 2 layers, I'm going to duplicate them using my Command J or Control J if you're on PC, and I'm going to click on my bottom layer first, press V to go to my move tool, and I'm going to rotate it slightly, and I'm going to drag it over. And same with this one, I'm just going to rotate it and just drag it over a little bit. Okay, then I'm going to go on to my next layer down and just rotate that one. Let's think, I'm going to go this way, move it over a tad. Okay, and I'm just going to delete out this petal here. There we go. So hopefully you should have something that looks roughly like that. So of these 2 top bits, actually I've left it on that one, so I'll just do it on this one. Just get rid of that stroke. Okay. Then to create a bit of definition, I'm going to go for my middle red layer. Okay. I'm going to duplicate it, so again I'm going to go for the Control J or Command J. Click to the layer underneath and we can rotate it slightly and move it over slightly. We're going to give it a purple colour. Make sure that goes in the fill, not the stroke. We're going to give it an effect, so we're going to put Gaussian blur on it to make it soft around the edges. Okay, and then finally we're going to drop it into the layer beneath, and we can even set it to multiply. So you can see we've now added a lovely neat shadow to the petals underneath. So this one we're going to make the gradient slightly darker, so we're going to click on our gradient tool, click on our centre point, and we can go for, let's go for that one. So it's slightly different. Yeah. Just want to make it so it looks quite obviously different from these front flowers. Okay. Then we're going to draw a little end cap just to go over this bit. So I'm going to go into my shape tools. I'm going to go to a segment tool and I'm just going to draw. I'm not worried about the size at the moment because we can change that in a minute. Because first of all I want to get it up the right way. So that's just shift and rotate. And then going to pinch one of these green colours from up here. So I'm just going to click on my eyedropper and drag it across. Going to go back down here and click so that we can see it's in there. Going to just rotate it slightly. And there we go. So to the shape, I'm going to do a little bit of jiggery pokery. Technical term that. So before I go anywhere, actually just make sure you convert your shape to curves. Okay. Then I'm going to go into brush. Actually, not brush. Go into pencil and press the sculpt button. Okay. This is the fun bit. So we're going to click on our line and we're going to wiggle it. And if it's really good, in a minute, it's going to copy that wiggle for me. So we're going to wiggle, a little bit more wiggle, and just bring it back to that end point. And if it does that, don't panic, okay? Do a copy, undo, and a paste. So that's Control C, Control Z, Control V. Okay, now bear in mind that top line is now exactly meeting, it's not overlapping. So as before, we need to just make those overlap and then we can weld the two together. However, if it worked first time for you, great. Unlikely, but great. Okay, so as long as these two shapes overlap, we can go and weld those two together. And I'm just going to turn that to a little smooth point and bring that back that way. And same there, just so it looks a little bit more natural. And we can copy that shape. I'm just going to pop that in that group. If you can't get quite where you want it, sometimes you just have to fiddle it a bit. Okay, so I've got one group sorted. Need to go back to this group. Open it up, click on the top layer and just paste it in. Away for a minute. Just want to get to that layer there. That's it. And you may find that with this one, we're going to have to wiggle it slightly differently because we've done our petals slightly differently. Because if every flower was the same, it wouldn't look right, would it? So again, we can go back to our pencil tool. And we can just do another little wiggle and bring it back to our line, which is how it's supposed to work. There we go, and another little wiggle and back this way to there. And just because we've got a bit of a random gappy section here, we can just move this section up a bit. Take some of these nodes out. That's it. I just take those two out as well and just do it through handles. And same over here. Just sort of at this bit. Okay, so I'm just going to shrink that group back up, create the symbol, likewise just go back to my other one that I've hidden away for now and create the symbol for that one. So we now have a couple of sideways flowers that are a bit different. So what did you all draw as your little design element? Did you do a butterfly? Did you do a bee? Any questions?
Not at the minute.
Have I lost you all? Yeah. Where do you want me to go back to?
Nobody's saying anything, they're all very quiet.
They've all gone to sleep, really.
One them all out.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go in with a new artboard, and all you need to do is just click on your tool, and if I just go in here, oh come on, it was scrolling so much easier earlier. I think it's doing it just be annoying today. So this is your artboard tool. Going to go out the window in a minute, because now when it's zoomed in it won't click on stuff. Right, so with your new artboard tool selected, and you can see that your icon's changed to a little artboard. No, click. I can't click on it when I'm zoomed in now. Trouble is, that means I have to zoom in, zoom out, click. Oh. So the reason that we click on that one is if we were to drag in, it would just drag any old shape artboard, whereas you want to bring in one that is identical. Otherwise there won't be any point in setting up a document size. Okay. So what I want to start to build is just a few different types of clusters of our symbols. So we're going to leave all the ones on our artboard over there, and we're just going to work from our symbols palette. And I do apologise because I cannot zoom in and click on stuff for some random reason this afternoon. So you're going to have to do your best. So hopefully you can see the symbols clearer than you can see the text underneath. So I'm just going to drag in a couple of symbols. I think we're going to have to leave it because it's just being dense. Because now look how many it's brought in. Oh, look.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Yeah, I've only dragged in 2. Maybe 3 at most. And let's put all the rest in a pile.
Calm myself down again for a minute.
Yeah, see how it goes. If it does it again, I'll quit for today. Okay, so I just want one of those in. I'm just going to bring in our leaves underneath. Now, when we're rotating, you want to make sure that you're selecting the symbol and not the shape inside the symbol. Okay, so I've done a little cluster of leaves, and again I'm selecting the symbol, not the shapes inside, just so I can adjust that slightly for size. And then we might choose instead to bring in one of our little frondy leaves, and again we're going to rotate that. And bear in mind, whatever you bring in is going to come in at the front, so we can just drag it down to the back. And we can even duplicate that, and so long as we're still on that symbol layer, we can flip it and it won't make or do any harm to the one that we've already put in. And we can even do it so that it forms a little bit of a branch off. Okay. Now with that one that we've just brought in, we're going to duplicate it, go to the one underneath, and you want to detach it before you do the next bit. So make sure it says group here first. Open it up. First of all, actually we can do all of that in one go. So we're going to take off the stroke and fill it all in purple. We're going to go to our, before we do anything actually, we can go add that into one shape just to make this next bit easier. Gonna put a Gaussian blur on it. And right now that's doing a lovely glow all the way around, which far lovely isn't what I wanted. So I'm just going to pop that down there. Going to change it to a multiply. I'm going to take some of that red out, it's just too red for a shadow. That's better. A bit darken.
Okay. So I'm happy to carry on practicing from this morning, but when you bring into the symbol box, do they need to be grouped first by clicking the add?
Yes, before you create your symbol, yes, group your shapes together, otherwise they'll come in individually like here. Okay. So if it says group underneath it, that means there's something not quite right. It needs to say symbol. I've left them in there as an example because I was...
So it's just finally understanding it. Hooray, and thank you for your patience.
That's okay. Now because we want to drop it into this one underneath and we don't want to do it to every symbol, you want to detach that one too. And when it says group, we can go like that. And again, I'm going to add those together. Yeah, that'll do. Not ideal, but it's the only way to do this bit. Actually, let's go back a bit. Bum, 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 bum. Just because I can. Right, I'm going to put the Gaussian blur on all those. Not that much. Okay. Offset it, just so we can see it better. Take the red out of it a bit. Set it to multiply. And shake that up a minute. I'm going to drag that in here. I don't know if it managed to do that.
Funky shadow.
It's a funky shadow, but it's
Not right, it's a funky shadow.
yeah. Because I didn't move it over. The stem is there. That looks like it's pinched the one from underneath there. Do I look confused? Let's go back and do that again.
Have you flummoxed yourself?
I have. I have. What I've tried to do, put in there.
Try it again, shall we?
Come on, in there. What on earth is it playing at? Fine, I'll ungroup it first then, you stupid thing. Right, come on. There. In there. Put you there then. See if I care. And it's still done it. There's the stem. Oh, I know what it is. I can see what I've done now. Oh, you donut.
Carol says temper.
I am such a donut. Right, because I went back and did that. I forgot that I hadn't detached the symbol. There you go. Let's try that one again, shall we? Right. So, because I'm going to have to apply each one of these individually, this is going to be such fun. Why did I think this was a good idea?
Yeah, I don't know. Carol says it's giving her a laugh at least because she's well flummoxed.
Can I go home now?
You are home, dear. You never left.
Right. I've got to put a couple of copies of this in because it's got to go one in there. This is going to be fun. Try and match the leaf to the leaf that looks like a leaf. But then the other things look like a leaf too.
Julie's just joined us as well.
The least it could do is kind of go, well, in there. No. Yeah, no.
Julie says blame the computer.
Oh yeah, that's right, okay. Not that one. Not that one. That one. That one needs the next one in. Okay, there we go. We're getting there. So that's it. Got the first shadow done. So far so good. When I come to do that stem, I'm going to hate it though. I'm just looking at it thinking, oh my god, how many copies.
Bet you wish you'd stopped earlier, didn't you?
Oh dear. Right, let's at least try and work around this in some logical order. Try.
I made a digital Carol from Sarah.
No. So the second one up has got to go into that leaf there. Okay, so far so good. Now the next one. No, not that one. Oh, may as well do that one just for ease. Okay, so that's going to go into 2 leaves. Oops. And the branch, so I'm going to need 3 copies of that. Put the one into the branch first, it's easier. Then I need this leaf here, which is there. So there you go, the easiest way is to click on the leaf that you're targeting and then stick it in. There we go. Patience.
Yeah, it's a virtue.
Yeah, it's one I don't have, but
Yeah.
say it for you. Okay, so I'm going to need, I've got 2 of that one, no, I need 2 of that one. 2 of that, that one's going to go into that one, yep. And then the next one, should be that one, is going to go into there. There. Not there, you donut. There. Thank you.
So this is after you going for a 3D effect.
Yeah. There. go. I missed the leaf. The idea being that you're creating a shadow of the one underneath. And then as we get there, it'll work out. It's just taken a bit of time because I did it on something that was so complicated, and that's me just being me.
Being a numpty.
Yeah, being a numpty. Aren't you lovely about me, darling?
Yeah.
So that's going to go across two. That's that one. And that one and that one. And this one. That's got to go. One of these ones that hasn't got to go. That was a good guess. That was a total guess. I also need one of those to go in that next petal. Come in. No, not that one. Just like hunt the leaf, this is. I need that one. Okay, that's going to be in the symbol. Yay. That's not what I want. That one's got one in. That one can just go then. That one can just go. 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 This one needs to go into that thin leaf there. And finally our big stem needs to go into that stem there. And also needs to go...
It looks like it's popping out of the screen to me.
That's good.
It does, yeah.
That's it. Now a copy. Into that one maybe? Nope. That one. Yes. Another copy. Go down a bit more. Yeah, in there. And there we go. So we've got our stem going through a lot of these as well. So we have a nice 3D effect.
No more like that.
No more like that. That's it. So what you can do now is if we then group those two, we can create another symbol so we never have to do that again. What you're looking confused at, Ian?
No. I'm reading labels. And the characters hope you're not expecting me to be able to do this, are you?
Yeah.
Eventually.
Eventually.
It takes practice.
It does take practice. I mean, you can tell it's making me go a bit loopy on occasion. Start off with something simpler though. So, I'll do it with one of these over here. I just suppose I could do it with this one, couldn't I? So I'm just going to do a copy of that one because I want it to be in exactly the same place. Go to the one underneath. I'm going to detach it. Okay. And I still want it grouped. I'm just going to twist it slightly because it's going to be on a curve. Like so. I'm going to go into my green colour and I'm going to pop the black up, bring that yellow down, might even bring the blue down so it's a little less blue and more grey. Set it to multiply. Put our blur on it. Okay, so this leaf here, we know that we want to drop it in, so we've got to attach our symbol. Okay, open it up so you can see where you're going. And we want to take our group, and if it'll let us, drop it into that bottom shape. There you go. Nice simple way to get you started. And you can even then go in and just try hiding that as if you prefer the effect, so it's a bit softer. Okay, and if you do, just delete it out. So we start to get a bit of shading. So do you want me to do that again so you can see that again? Or do you want me to carry on to doing some other clusters? Let's pop the other way over here. Right, so we have our first cluster. And this time I'm going to go for a couple of little side-on flowers, if it'll behave. I reckon it's the graphics tablet, you know, it doesn't like it. How dare it.
Tricky drivers later.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to come in with a pen tool. I'm just going to do a nice simple curve. Nothing fussy. I'm going to put that into the stroke and make the stroke a bit wider. Now, if you see that your stroke's going the wrong way round, which this is, it doesn't grow quite like that. You've got two options. You can flick it round on here, or you can reverse your path. Now, just because, I'm just going to do it kind of like this, so that I've got a bit of a wider.
Jay said the mind's blown over here and ours.
Just don't think you're going to do it all at once. So, watch the video. Do a little bit, watch the video, do a little bit.
Baby steps.
Baby steps, yeah. This is really high-end illustration, isn't it now? Whereas for cut files, all you need to worry about is black and white. So.
You didn't do the cross-hatching earlier either, did you?
Oh no, cross-hatching.
Yeah, because Carol said she had to play with her new tablet this morning trying to do a drawing. Which is why she asked about the cross-hatching. So.
Okay. Is that cross-hatching in Designer or Photo or Procreate? Take your pick.
I think she's only got Affinity Designer, I think.
Okay.
I think, because it's Carol.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong there, Carol. So that's what she does, about going slow and come back and forth to it.
Yeah.
But it is practice, and the more you do it,
Yep.
the easier it gets.
So if you like that particular stem and you think, oh, I don't want to
Yeah, in design.
have to draw that again, you can just create it as another symbol and drag another one in.
Carol's a designer, so.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
You create a brush to do it.
No, that's what I was trying to do earlier with the leaves. In Illustrator you can actually turn the leaf. I think I still have it open actually. Let me just save that first, know what this is acting like. You can actually create a leaf and then actually create that as a brush. So if I put that in there and then click here, take that fill out so you can see it clearly. There you go. You can actually create it as a pen. So you can still go in and you can edit your path, and it'll let you, like, there we go. So we can, and it will automatically adjust the position of your leaves on the fly, so to speak. How much is Illustrator these days?
On its own as a one-off, it's still a monthly subscription, and it's about £20 a month
Yeah.
as a one-off purchase from Adobe.
That's not a one-off; it's a subscription,
Yeah,
isn't it?
but
As a,
yeah,
as a single
subscription.
a single application subscription. There we go. I get it out eventually. Love that. And you could do your cross-hatching the same way. So if you've got...
Tracy's asking what's cross-hatch. She's never heard of it before.
Okay, cross-hatching. I'm getting to do all the fun subjects today. So I'm just going to make sure that my fill is empty. Cross-hatching is if we're... Just want to make sure all those are evenly spaced, because I don't want it being clever. And okay, that looks about right. Just going to outline the stroke just because I want it to be a shape, and then if I go to new brush, pattern brush, okay, and it comes up like this. And you can actually start to build your own cross-hatching brushes. So at the moment you can see it does its blocks of 4. If I cancel that and just delete that and go to block 1. And then you can always adjust the spacing and things. Oh. You can set how your corner is as well. So if you want it to actually cross in the corners.
Dale and Mary watching her. Yeah.
And then you can just go back to your other path and just select that one. So it's a bit random how it does it, but that's how you can do it in Illustrator. Whereas if we, I don't know why I was going up there to think that it was going to pop out there. It's never done it up there. Oh dear. Long day.
Can you do this in Designer?
The way that you do it in Designer is slightly different.
And Dale says hello.
Hi Dale. So in terms of doing it in Designer, you end up doing it more as a straight line. So you would do your... Let's get bigger, just because this is going to be weird now. It's going to be the weirdest cross-hatching ever. So I'm just going to find the stroke and then create a symbol. Okay, and the way that you would then have to do it is you would basically repeat the symbol across.
Yeah, it's just a pattern.
And do it by manually. But
it's a bit
you may find
isn't it, rather than
cross-hatching, it's a way of shading without actually shading.
Yeah.
So leave it with me, Carol, and I will see if I can do some cross-hatching images instead. And then basically when you go to your fill, so if I click on a shape, go to your fill tool. If you go into bitmap, it'll open up image dialog, and then you can just import them in that way. And that's probably the best way for you to do it, because it can't be clever enough to think, oh, it's got to go dash, 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 dash like that. So although it can do the straight dashes, it can't do the diagonal dashes. Or the other way I suppose you could get around it is if you did type on a path and use like a / or / depending which way you want your cross-hatching to go.
That's one of the features it's lacking in.
Give it time. It'll get there.
Yeah.
It'll get there.
Carol says you might just keep trying to use the pencil tool for now. Because that's just to draw them in manually, isn't it? And just,
Yeah.
obviously it takes time, but
It takes time, but it's a bit more editable that way. But if you're looking for something that is regular, let me know and I will try and put something together for you so you can have like a little pack of different strengths. So just because I'm just going to take that one out for a minute. Otherwise I'm going to get confused. It doesn't take a lot. Okay, so I've got my daisies in and I've put the stems in. Which leaves do I want? If I go into this one, I'm just going to copy that one. I'm going to come back out, so make sure that I'm not even clicked on that space. I'm going to want it on this artboard, so
that's okay, cool, thank you.
I'm just going to paste that in. It's probably pasted it, yeah, back over here when I want it down here. So I'm just going to make these a bit bigger and a bit more grass-like. There we go. I'm going to pop it grouped back into my symbol palette. I'm just going to drop it down there and just twist it. And as with everything, do it in odd numbers. So what we will do in a minute is I'll pop in another of our little daisies. So maybe pinched it from this one. That can go. Let's think it could go up there, I think. And I'm going to pinch another of these little stems. And because I'm on symbol rather than clicked in it, I can actually start to stretch this, get more or less to where I want it, give it a little twist so it's not looking too obvious. You want to do it so that your end of your symbol roughly approaches the middle, and just drop it back, probably right back underneath everything else. Okay. And if you wanted to, you could still put your shadow. But I'm not going to.
Life's too short.
And I could do a little bit of grass or something just to fill that space, but for now I think I'm just going to leave it as is. I'm going to group it and again shrink it down. So we've got two lots of our pink daisies now, so we need something a bit different. So that one's that one, so I'm going to pull that one in when it feels like it. Come on there, there we go. And I'm going to go for my little light flowers, and I'm going to go for an orange one. So we're going to do a bit of a clump. Okay. Pop that one down there. And that one there. But I think I'm going to drop it behind this one. Maybe a bit bigger. So like I said, as long as it says symbol, you're okay for editing. I'm just going to drop that one down. I always like it to go kind of zigzag down rather than the top two being level. Just looks a lot more pleasing that way. Might just pop that one on top, I think. Just slightly prefer the colour on that for that one. Come on. There we go. Yep, I'm happy with that. So I'm going to do copy, go to the one underneath again, detach it, ungroup it, weld it, colour on the black, down on the yellow, down on the blue, up on the magenta a bit, and go down and to the right, and go to multiply. Now before I go any further, I'm just going to duplicate that shape and hide it for a minute. Okay, so I've done quite a bit of an offset off here, and that's because our little lilac is quite a way down. Okay, so we want to make things actually start to recede a bit. Detach, and we're going to take our visible copy of our shadow and we're going to pop it into our bottom layer. Okay, and if you wanted to at this point you could drop it into the little centre stainers if you wanted to, but life's too short for that at the moment. You get the idea. That's enough. So, going to make our previous copy still visible, and I'm going to just move it slightly so it's not quite so offset, so it makes it look like the shadow isn't quite so far away. Going to minimise that group back up and go work on our orange layer now. So again, we want to detach because we don't want that shadow on every layer or every copy of that symbol.
Okay, Carol, we'll see you Monday.
And we're going to drop that into our back shape there. I can just copy that and just pop it into that one too. Just catch those top bits. There we go. So with this one, I'm just going to turn this round, go a bit bigger, tuck these in, rotate that one, a bit bigger, tuck it in, tuck it in. Now we've got our two layer frondy bit. Just going to shrink these up. And I'm just going to pop that in there. These three leaves up to the same place as these other bits that I'm working on. There we go. And just because we want to work in threes, we're dragging another instance that fern, if it would let us. Come on. And drop that down to the same level as the other one. next one, let's finally bring in our feature design. I'm going to bring in our little flower and resize it down. An orange one, resize it down, and you can even start to just distort it slightly so it looks like it's turned on a slight angle. And let's go for a lilac-y one. Just bring that lilac colour out of the butterfly's wings, shrink it down. We're going to go in there. Okay. And then just bring in a couple of stems. Now obviously this is going to be way too big, so I'm just going to resize it right down, stretch it down, and pop it underneath all these. I'm going to copy that, twist it, shrink it, and bring that there and shrink it down to there. And finally, I think I'm going to come in with a flower centre, which I know is going to sound a bit weird. I'm going to enlarge it.
Louise, but I just watched. Louise.
Okay.
Didn't see that.
Hello. And we're just going to go in here and do a nice little swoosh. And so nice, I'm going to do it twice, and I'm going to pick one of the other colours that we've been using just so we start to matching colours a little bit. So I'm going to go for the purple. Just going to enlarge it slightly, and we can send that one backwards one, and I'm going to bring the centre forward too. I'm just going to take that whole section. Oh, before I do, let's just get those two and just expand stroke and group that one. So that's the last of our clusters. So those elements we could cut out and use on their own. Then we're going to go into insert another artboard, and we're going to start doing some backing papers. So what I'm going to do first of all is just draw a big rectangle, and I'm going to fill it with a colour. Okay, and I'm going to go into my fill. Ooh. Let's go for a bit of an ombre effect, and we can go with orange there, and somewhere in the middle we'll pop a new one and go with a nice bright lilac in there. And because I'm fairly happy with the different colours I have in here, then one I might take out is this original one over here, just because it's not quite right, and same with that one because that was the one we were messing with colour. We can go to our swatches and we can add a document palette, or rather create the palette. For flip's sake, put your teeth back in. Create a palette from document as a document palette, because we only want to use it for this document. and it goes through and it picks all your colours for you that you can play with. So at this point you can go, right, okay, so I need to do some matching papers that correspond to those colours. So I can insert another artboard. And again, you'll note that when I'm drawing my rectangles, I'm going to bleed them out. So this is literally off the edge of your paper. And that's so that if you send this to be printed, you will need to have it with bleeds on. Just so that the printer can trim it. And let's go for something a bit softer for this one. And go back to our fill tool. Gonna go for a radial one this time. Take it right out to this corner. And I'm going to go for the dark colour. And I'm going to click there and take that right out to that edge. And maybe slightly, there we go, that's probably better. Yeah, go there, and we can just bring that in a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so we've done ourselves a couple of 12 by 12s that are kind of suitable for backing papers. Let's do a couple that are pattern papers. This is where the fun really starts to ramp up. So bearing in mind that any pattern that we place has to go over this edge and up to this line at least. So don't stop in the mid-ground between these two places. Hopefully that makes sense. Does that make sense, Ian? Yeah. Ian says it does, so if it makes sense to Ian, then so I'm just going to drop in our first flower head. And I'm just going to drop a couple of these in. And I'm not going to go for a pattern just yet. It's just so that you get used to just... Let's bring in some more of these slightly darker ones. Come on. I know you've had enough, computer. Come on. Okay. So you want all of these, because it's a random paper, to be on an angle. Otherwise when somebody comes to use them, they can be like, that's not facing the right way, so just go random. It's really tempting to just go, right, okay, that one there, that one there. Yeah. Can't do that. So you have to try and be slightly more random. So I'm just going to go down here with this one. Going to go swap those two around there. Pop that over there. This one in the middle here, I think. And again, you can start to see that you're starting to get a bit more organised. So then you have to put in something else to kind of mess it up. Otherwise it starts to look too precise. So I'm going to put in some stems as well. Just going to flip that one. Rotate it that way. Okay. That way. Just need more over there.
Oh no.
What?
Tracy lost us a bit, the internet died.
Oh no.
She's back now.
Okay. So hopefully all your flowers now have stems. And if you're finding that you've got a bit of a bare patch up here, just take your pattern and move it up a bit. And
okay. Sarah says your colour palette is different. Mine is a circle, so harder to soften the palette. Is that because you're on a Mac and me a PC, or is there a way to swap it from circle to?
Circles. That's novel. In your swatches, you mean?
The colour palette is different.
Oh, the colour palette. This bit, do you mean? Come hover over my shoulder, Ian. Is that what you mean to it? So it's just in there, just set it to CMYK.
Okay. It could be.
Let's have a look. If I flip through.
Oh, they're all sliders, aren't they? They're all sliders.
Okay.
Is there a setting somewhere that...
There we go. It's because I've always just left it on sliders. Sliders suit me.
So you're saying yes, yes, yes.
Yes. There we go.
So do you want to show that bit again?
Yeah, so hang on, I can zoom in. There we go. So where it says colour, and you're active on colour, just where you got your little lines, click. And then I'm on sliders, and I presume you are on wheel, which is this one. But I'm more used to that. And then to do your swatches, just go into swatches instead. And you can just click again on those lines so you can see it changes, and then create palette from document, and then document palette. Zoom back out.
Carries it back.
Okay. So we've got one nice big pretty pattern. So now we need some little small ones to go with. So I'll insert another upward. And
So it's just like, fabulous, thank you. So much easier.
I'm going to pop it in. Actually, I'm going to take that out a minute. I'm going to show you a really easy way of working out a pattern. Really easy. So I'm just going to press and hold shift. And it doesn't matter what the box is filled in with, but just for the sake of argument, I'm just going to make that a bit lighter. And I'm going to create that as a symbol. And I'm going to go and copy this across. Like so. Okay. And so not going to be accurate because I'm just rushing to get this done a bit. But you'll see what I'm trying to do. Okay, so at the moment we have a full grid. So if I open one box and I put stroke on the rectangle, you'll see what I mean. Okay. Let's just take the pressure off so it doesn't look quite so funky. There we go. So we have a grid system. Then we could do a brick pattern, which is where we basically take one row and we're going to offset it by a half. And then skip one, next one, and offset it by a half again. And we'll do the same for the bottom row. Move that slightly. Dun, dun, dun. Alt. And line it up. So just make sure that all those boxes go off the edge. Now the reason I do this is that it's nice and easy to go, right, which flower do I want to use? And I'm going to go in with this one. And I'm going to pop it into my symbol. Now we can get and hide our rectangle. I wouldn't delete it yet, but you can hide it. Okay. So then you can go, right, okay. So now that I've done that, I need to take all those symbols and just shift them across a bit. Remember, don't go too far because you still want to make sure that those shapes go off the edge. Okay, we're going to go back to inside our other symbol and we're going to go for our other flower, if it's letters. And we're going to drop that one in too. Okay, so now we have pretty flower. So just make sure that they're in roughly the same place, you're not doing anything daft. Believe me, it's easy to do at this stage. So I'm just going to move this over here. And before we go too far, I'm just going to take a leaf, twist it round, pop it up there, ish. Then another one, twist it around the other way. Oh, it's, come on, peanut. You're going to go off on one. Yep, I am, it says. Because I'm saying that there's both symbols there, but there's only one there. And I can see there's only one there. So let's try that one again. Did this before, didn't it? And I had to restart the computer.
You don't want to do that.
No, I don't want to have to do that at the moment.
Just put it one pattern, looks fine.
Okay. I'm just going to pop that one into the same symbol. Just so we've got all the clusters. And just to keep things in threes, I'm going to do a little version of
That's
this
the problem
one.
she was having.
Yeah, it's just,
Bit of a glitch on it, isn't it?
yeah, memory power. Unfortunately. So, I'm just going to move that there. And we can take that whole thing. I'm just going to resize it all. Press and hold shift to keep it in. And then I'm just going to close that up. Select all my symbols. Move it across. And if you start to find that you need to fill in the blanks, just pop another one across. That's why we keep our rectangles in, so that it keeps the same reference point. Still not happy, come on. Don't die now. I'm just gonna literally drop just the edge of the petal in there. Okay, so we have a nice backing paper.
Could you then, if you want to, put a background colour behind it, so you could change like the
Mhm.
colour just for the background
Yep,
colour?
I can do that next. So,
So that's just me asking. It's nobody asking the group, it's just me. Just
yeah,
me
they're
being
all going, shh, shh, shh. We'd like to go home.
They are home. Everybody should be at home.
You know what I mean.
Okay, so Sarah's asked, when you select a group in the layers box, is it still shift and hold?
Yeah. Yep. So to drop in a background, go into your artboard. Again, like I said, stop. This is where it's going to get tricky because you've got, let's start down here, that's easier. You're going
So it's beautiful paper.
You're going to draw your background box and just drop it to the back. Okay. Then we can set it to whatever colour you want. So just take that stroke out because you won't need that. It might interfere with printing. So we could, oh, that's nice.
That looks nice on the cream, doesn't it?
It looks nice on the cream, but it looks nice on the pink. Come and have a look.
Hey, I'll see it in a minute.
Or we could go toffee coloured, kind of.
Does look nice on the pink, you know.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I've got to make a decision.
No, you don't just
Might
duplicate it
duplicate,
again, make another one. Yeah. Change the colour.
That is one of the joys of it.
And that's how you make your pads, isn't it? So, you know,
Yeah.
you can do it on that colour, or that colour, or that colour. And hey, presto, you've got yourself a 12 by 12 pad all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's basically how I work. The only thing I haven't shown you how to do is texture. So we can do texture papers and things like that as well. If you want me to show you textures, I can do. I mean, I've scheduled the thing to go through till 4, so if you'd like to see texture papers, just let me know.
I think I need to attach mouse rather than the pad on the laptop, as fingers aren't long enough.
Yeah. It's definitely a mouse or graphics tablet one, this one.
Could be a lovely Christmas paper, says Sarah.
Yeah, I would agree on that.
Especially when a bit darker on the red.
Yeah. Wasn't what I was thinking when I started. I wasn't thinking, Christmas. I was actually thinking.
Let's start thinking about Christmas now, shouldn't we? Yeah.
Stop it. Okay, so we'll start doing another
yes,
one.
please, for texture, I think.
Okay, so let's put the cream in. Each like that. Oh, or do I go orange? Just to go cheerful.
That for you, Dad.
Or green. Green. Which green? Could go purple for you.
Go on then.
Let's just make sure that's going out to the 3mm. Okay, so to go textured, I'm going to duplicate it.
I do like that first.
I thought you might. I'm going to go to the fill. I'm going to go to bitmap. And this is where I'm going to hope I can find a texture, isn't it? It's lost the hard drive in.
What, Max do?
Yeah. Yeah, that could be what's wrong.
Oh.
Anyway, let me see if I can find something in the...
The background colours change it so much. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, backgrounds of everything. Let's see if there's something in design bundles we can use.
You searched for wood again like you did last time.
Try to do that. Just go to Finder. Not because I want wood, but because I want to find where my textures are.
Can that see the Max do?
No. Nope. It's not the sort of wood I was thinking. Still not the sort of wood I was thinking.
This is not the wood you're looking for.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The thing you do to try and find textures. Okay, now it's getting into the ridiculous. Let's go into that one. That looks promising. That's what I want. Something like that. Ooh. Ooh, that one.
Right.
Okay, so if I go to Finder, can I find the folder for that? Actually, if I copy it, I can paste it on the desktop, can't I? Just for now.
Just drop it straight in.
I did drop it straight in, but I want it to go into my box. Yeah, so back to my fill tool. Bitmap. Desktop. Want it now. Come on, where you pasted it? There, right down the bottom. Okay, so when we've got our bitmap into our shape, you can choose how you want it to tile. So these points here are the edge of the image. So if I bring it in, because it's not a seamless pattern, you can start to see that we can do funky things if you really want to and have like a quilted almost background. Okay. And you can do things like decide how it's going to repeat, so you could mirror it so that it looks a bit more seamless.
I'll do that a little bit bigger.
You can repeat it. No repeat at all, so you just have what it is, no further. Or you can just go to wrap. What do you want? A bit bigger?
No, you know when you had it and it went to lots of squares?
Yeah.
It had about 16 or 20 on it, I think, and it looked good then. I liked it then.
About there. Come stick your head over my shoulder.
Yeah.
There, okay. So at the moment that's literally black and grey sitting on top, so what we will want to do for starters is actually start to burn that into the colour underneath so it blends in a bit better. So I'm going to go for multiply, and we can lower the opacity so that we actually start to create the texture. Okay, then if we duplicate it and flip it and flip that way, so we've got a bit of a offset going on. I'm going to go through to my lighten. Let's go screen. I'm going to up my opacity so we start to get a bit more of a raised effect.
Did we find that can print these into like a pad like these, like the glued ones?
Once upon a time I would have said Andy could have done that for us, but obviously at the moment I don't know. Failing that, I suppose
I'm not sure which print.
I was going to say Droitwich Print or Lemon Press, both are local.
We'll look into that.
Yeah. You like that one, do you? It might get this one made into a pad. Okay, so let's say we've done a 12 by 12 pad, and I know we haven't yet, but we want to then go in and start to do special sizes. So we could do a roughly 150 by 150.
Right.
Hang on. I can hear something.
It's outside. Dearest, you're midstream.
Oh. No, it's not outside. Well, it's not outside, it's outside. We've got hail. How random.
Only out that side.
Yeah. That is weird. Sorry about that. That kind of freaked me out. So, I'm going to go back in here. And again, you want to make sure you go to your bleed. And we can do it exactly the same way. And it will have the bitmap selected from last time, but that's fine. So just having to copy it twice. Go in there, stick it purple or pink. Let's go pink actually. Set that one to, ooh, like that. And we can go for a smaller version of our design. So if we go in here, we can put flower every join. Will hide a multitude of sins. Same because it would go over here, we can just...
So as I said, we've sent it up to you. We had it yesterday and today. It's only fair we share.
Yeah, but what's weird is it's only on one side of the building. Could you just hear this random crackling? Okay, there we go. It's because your bitmap isn't quite square, so you got kind of a bit random pattern going on, but that's perfectly fine. And if you wanted to, you could leave it like that.
Quite like that.
Yeah, I quite like that.
Simple yet effective.
And if we were to go for a new one, we'd just then carry on. What else could we do? So we've done clusters on the background. We've done toppers. We haven't really done text with the symbols, have we?
No.
So should we do that next? So let's do some little toppers to go with.
How many pages will we do?
I don't know, I lost count because we've got like...
1, 2, 3, 4...
Don't forget little 5, 6, 7, 8 and one rough sheet.
At least part of the hail is following the stay-at-home rule.
Yeah, the other house gone.
Butterflies, you haven't done some butterflies, do some butterflies.
Okay. So I'm just going to pop it in. If we go there, go shift, just want to make sure we get another 12 by 12 in there. Okay. So I like this one, so I'm going to copy that one. And on this one, I'm going to... I think I'm in this one, yeah. I'm going to move my butterfly because I want a bit more space. So my butterfly is going to go up there. And I'm going to go for blue. And big. Big, 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 big. Maybe a bit bigger still in a minute, but let's get my font right first.
Butterflies with word trails.
There we go. Gonna go for a nice big blue. And I'm gonna do that in purple. And just because it's the only thing I can think of at the moment. going to shrink that up. Where you are. And then have planted. Oh, planed. Planted. And then we can just sit that there because it rather usefully goes up just at that point. We can stick that in the green maybe. Or maybe that would be better in the green because there's quite a bit of purple up there. And put that in. Go for the pinky. Just move my butterfly. Okay, I'm going to select all of that.
You could make that just 12 by 12 and have that
Group it.
as a paper.
Group. Thank you. I'm just going to do some toppers. So then we could do a
That's a lovely font did you pick in the end?
it is, because I didn't convert it yet, Artis. It's called ARTIS. And I'm going to go in with a, and don't worry at this point because I'm not putting it in the group. Just going to flick it round, make sure that I'm not going to do anything daft, like chop into a word. Okay, so at the moment we've got it going around there. I'm going to get my diamond tool and I'm going to do one across there and one across there, and then I'm going to select those three and go up to a line, go centre and centre. Okay, I'm going to weld, and I'm going to go to my corner tool, click there, 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 there and there, and there and there. Oh, come on, this one, mouse, this one, this one, this one, this one. Oh, for flip's sake, just do it like that. There. Okay, so then we're going to click and bring our rounded point up to there. Okay, so far so good. Then I'm going to select those, select those, select those. Let's actually go that way. I'm going to drag it in. Come on.
So it looks just glad it's not only here that.
And so I'm just holding shift to drag the point in. Okay. I'm going to do the same here. And I'm not worried too much because if I need to, I can always tweak the size after, as long as it's roughly symmetrical. I'm happy with that.
So it says even the pros have a problem occasionally.
Oh yeah. Oh, believe me, we have a problem more often than not. We're misbehaving, don't we?
Yeah.
If it was simple, it wouldn't be fun. But we wouldn't mind simple on occasion. So just because there is a little bit of a point going on there, I just rounded it off. and then we can just go to layer, convert to curves, which now gives our nice label shape. We can put our first copy in. I'm just going to duplicate it. I'm going to hide the one I've duplicated for a second, and I'm going to go to my stroke. I'm going to go to a dash and make it slightly bigger so you can see what we're doing. And let's make the gap between them 6. Come on.
Perforated cut like.
That's what I'm trying to do. It's not behaving. It's probably because I did tell the other tie, didn't I? Yeah. Computer's definitely having an off day today. Let's go 6 and see if it'll sort itself out that way. No.
Send you a hug.
Come on, behave. Nope. He's not going to do it.
I like that one. That one's cool. A little huggy heart, new one.
Oh, the care.
Okay. Cute.
It doesn't want to do it, Ian. What am I doing wrong?
You're asking me, who doesn't know.
It's not doing dots.
It's not doing dots.
No. I've got a gap of 6. It should be miles apart.
Where are our dots supposed to be?
Around the edge.
Colour? What colour are they?
Pink.
Yeah, but if you can't see them then...
Pink. What do you think? Change colour and see if... No. Definitely just restart.
You have been going for nearly 2 hours, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll leave it pink.
Leave it pink. And
Leave it pink.
Not a dotty edge.
Okay, and I'll go bigger with the next one. Just so we can go and expand stroke, and this is how we have to do an offset. Duplicate. And I'm going to flick that onto a solid, to that one, and weld and flip. And there we go for an offset.
So can you now make the outside edge one a dotty one?
Nope, that's supposedly dotty too.
Is it?
Yeah.
No.
I don't even want a dotty one. Okay, so little fine line there. And I'll even do it in black just so I know it's a good line.
Because it makes it easier for the scan and cut to pick up.
Yeah. Let's just try something. Nope. No, it just doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, it's being dense.
Yeah.
Using too much memory probably.
Yeah. Well, I've got Illustrator open at the same time. I like that.
Yeah. What I was saying was the image that you created you could use as a just as a page, so you
yeah.
can 12 by 12 spread.
Okay, so just move that there. I'm going to get her to stop fiddling in a minute.
Could you get, like you've done that bit there on that same page, because obviously you've got your butterfly and you've got your flowers.
Yeah.
Could you make like decoupage bits that,
Yeah.
so like you had just the butterfly up to one side that it was,
Yeah.
that makes sense?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I know what you're trying to say.
Good.
Have a little shrinking.
Fiddling again.
Yeah. What you can do about it.
Switch you off at the wall, I'm accurate.
You do that off, will you?
When did you last save?
So let me just get in there. I'm just going to shrink down this outer frame so it's a bit better to fit it. There we go. You're watching it probably go dotty then. I'm just going to move that up. Just want to make sure that's central as much as possible. Tuck it in that way, There we go. Down a bit that way. There. Job done. But yes, if you wanted to, you could then decoupage it. So if you've got that one,
Would you just put your symbols in? Because you wouldn't have to.
you could just put like your little group in here isn't a symbol, so they're separate little bits of symbols. So and that's gonna be fun. Zoom in to get that one. So if we copy that and paste. Okay, so we've got our next layer up, and we can copy and paste that one, and likewise the three others, copy and paste. So you could then layer them up like so.
There you go. Right, I think you should call it an afternoon.
Yeah, unless there's anything anybody else wants to see. Because my back is now like, I've had enough. The painkiller is wearing off.
Can get some more.
Any other questions?
Don't think so.
Have they all gone home? I'm talking to myself.
No.
That's the only problem with this screen like this. I can't see the chat to see that there's actually somebody there, so it just feels like I'm just talking to myself already.
No, I'm doing it. Talking to myself. No other questions, so
Okay.
leave it there for today. And
Yeah. So before we go, we're not streaming tomorrow. Well, certainly not planning to. There may be a stream Sunday, but that'll be a surprise. Then come next week, what we're going to do is we're going to stick to streaming at 11 and 2. But I'm not going to put up a schedule because I need a week where I'm just doing whatever I feel like doing in that moment. So
it just needs a miracle to learn it quicker.
practice, practice, practice. And then watch the video again.
Yeah, I'm back a bit later, aren't I?
Yes, yeah.
Am I going to do that to the group again rather than page?
Yeah, because we've already done the CM once.
Mm.
So it doesn't need to go back up on YouTube again.
Yeah.
So that'll be in the group and not on my
Joey
wall.
says yes, I want to see how your imagination works.
People tend to get worried when they see that.
Well, that'll be next week, won't it? Because it'll be a case of when...
Yeah.
It'll just be a case of free flow, sort of
Yeah.
go for it, see what happens, and be a week of wing it.
I have some ideas written down of things that we need to cover, but I just don't want to make myself stick to it.
And so you really enjoyed it, thank you.
That's cool. And I look forward to seeing at least some snippets of what you've done up on the wall.
Yes.
Even if not all of it. So, even if it's just one flower, that'd be cool.
Okay, well, thank you very much. I'm back a little bit later. Jessica, thank you guys, amazing. And I'm back at 7 o'clock on the group, just doing a walk around the CM model, a bit like I did last night with the DX, but with the CM tonight. So for anybody who wants another walk around the machine, I
Yeah.
should do that.
And I did say about doing pen holders, didn't I?
I'll do that as a separate one.
Okay.
I'll do another one on pen holders again later in the week, on Monday or something maybe.
Yeah.
Are you going to pop back in a little bit and do that announcement?
Oh, the
Yes, your announcement for later. Yes.
Yeah. Do we want to say that now though, sooner rather than later? Because I should have said that one earlier.
Yes, but you haven't got it in front of you, have you?
I can have. Hang on.
You can put it up on the screen for people.
Yeah, if I can remember what I typed in. Is it pages?
Could be.
Who knows?
We'll do it later. We'll find it and we'll do it.
Okay, we'll
Yeah.
find it for later. I'm sure it should be somewhere on there, but
So there's a challenge come out that we're going to be doing for everybody to join in with for the month of May. Some of you may have seen it earlier in the month where we launched it, but if not, it's just a reminder just to let people know what we're doing and what we expect. Well, not what we expect to do, what we want to join along and play with.
yeah. And if you don't like it, there's some other challenges up on the group as well.
Right, so we shall see you all later on. So I'm back at 7 o'clock. Have a lovely evening, and we shall see you all then.